Hi guys, it's this week's news video and I'm doing it the same day that I shot my review, so I'm in the same clothes. Let's get started. So to start out, the next new episode is the 19th episode titled The Good Son, and it's our Vance episode. Director Vance's brother-in-law is the lead suspect when Gibbs and the NCIS team investigate the murder of a petty officer. Link to the promo in the description. Looks like an intense episode. Meanwhile, TV Guide posted some bullet points about what to expect in the remainder of Season 9 when it comes to those plots that hit close to home. First up, we learn that Dr. Ryan will stay cozied up to Gibbs through season's end, when a significant threat rocks the Navy. They also reiterate a few things we already know, that Palmer will have to pick his best man and plan his bachelor party and his wedding, that Tony and Ziva are going to go to Columbia and meet Ziva's mysterious friend, and that the kid from Baltimore is coming up. For more on that, see my last news video. I'll put a link here if I remember. Something new we did learn is that they are currently contextualizing some origin episodes for Season 10 to reveal how each team member joined the unit. This kind of confuses me because it sounds like they're doing it for each team member, but we already know how Gibbs, McGee, Tony, Ziva, and Palmer joined the team. The only ones really left would be Ducky and Abby. Thoughts? Moving on, TV Line has some spoilers about Palmer, and the article says, now that the cat is out of the bag regarding the show's Florida wedding, we can reveal that it was Brian Dietzen clad in a blinding mint green and fuchsia tuxedo, with ruffles, mind you, when Matt Mitovich visited the show's set this month. The wardrobe presents some challenges, Dietzen shared while in costume, prepping for a scene where Jimmy unveils the color scheme to the NCIS team. We might have to go with a lighter zone of colors and whatnot. And at the top of Dietzen's personal gift registry, my biggest hope is to have Larry Miller come back. He's so fun to play with. This sounds like it's going to be a funny scene or two. I can totally see Palmer parading into the squad room in that getup, and everyone else is like, that tuxedo should be taken out behind a barn and shot in the face. And we have another spoiler from TV Guide that goes as follows. The team will be called in to work closely with the Chief of Naval Operations to stop an imminent attack against the U.S. They'll also be collaborating with an eccentric businessman whose son was killed in a terrorist bombing. He must be quite an asset. I hear he will recur this season and possibly next. Nothing quite earth-shattering, but it's a spoiler, so I'm covering it. Moving on. Entertainment Weekly has an article that contains some quotes from Cote DePablo, who plays Ziva, if you don't know. The full interview will be up on April 10th, but for now they have this article which has a few quotes, and here's one that I found interesting. The France trip was really great, lots of fun, but Michael and I had our own agenda. The way we played scenes was that something had definitely happened down there, even though it was never addressed. So this is regarding the Season 7 episode Jet Lag, and I don't really know how I feel about jet lag. I've always been kind of torn on it. I really like the beginning and the end, but the middle's kind of... Anyway, so at least in this regard, Cody and Michael were both on the Tiva ship, and that's awesome. Okay, so the article also talks about the Columbia episode that's coming up, and it says, in this particular episode, I can't say that much happens, but at the end there's a moment where you may take a closer look at the way Denozo may feel for Ziva, she teases. With 3 episodes left for her to film this season, DePablo says she's not entirely sure how the events from this episode will influence the end of the current season. That's a really good question, and I've talked about it with Gary and the writers. I think they have a bit of information they're not giving to me, she says. We'll have to wait and see. So this adds even more evidence to the theory that something Tiva is coming up soon. Not sure what, but we're heading towards something. I don't know if it'll be like the moment, but I think it'll be something significant. So the moment's probably going to be in the season finale, so if you haven't already, now's the time to start formulating your theories about what Tiva-liciousness is going to take place. And finally, CBS has announced the date for the finale, complete with a brief blurb which reads, terrorism shakes the foundation of the Navy and NCIS to such an extent that Gibbs and the team face surprises that will devastate them. Personally, I'm hoping for something along the lines of hiatus, which was amazing. So the finale will air on Tuesday, May 15th. Mark your calendars, people. So if anyone tries to make plans with you or schedule something for you on that day, you can be like, no thank you, I'm busy. So make sure to tell your friends and family, nobody drop by, nobody bother me, nobody call me, it's NCIS Day.